Alright, welcome back to our continued playthrough here of Wrath, Aeon of Rune. This is like what best could be described as a Quake total conversion, even though it is a for sale product. So I went into kind of this game pretty blind. I didn't look really much up. I kind of knew a little bit more about like the earlier stuff because I just kind of looked into like when the game got announced and it went into early access. I kind of looked into that stuff to see if it was like worth buying, because I play a lot of Quake. I like Quake stuff. I like Quake levels, and I was like, oh, some paid for Quake levels. Maybe these will be worth it. And I said, the content's not quite there. Maybe I'll come back eventually, and once this is finished. So yeah, I kind of just jumped into this pretty blind. I did, since the last time I played, look at some kind of reviews and whatnot, see what other people kind of think of this game, and it seems like I'm on the same page as everybody else, which is the the kind of overall opinion of this game seems to be the environments are really cool, like all the art and visuals are just top notch and really well done, but man, is that gameplay rough. Or just not rough, but not as fun as it should be, rather. And they all kind of point to the same couple things that I kind of bring up, which is, the encounter design isn't quite there. There's just kind of enemies scattered throughout the maps. There's no, like, ebb and flow to how you take fights. It seems like there's constantly enemies attacking you, too. As opposed to kind of more thought out and designed combat encounters. The ranges at which enemies attack you is just way too far. A lot of the times, one video I kind of saw was describing it as sniper ranges. And it's like, yeah, that actually sounds about right. Like, some of these enemies are just so far away, you don't really have an option to attack them with. I mean, you have the railgun, but the railgun has really limited ammo, and it's not meant to be spammed. And when you have tons of enemies, especially weaker ones, coming at you from far away, you don't really have a whole lot of good options to fight them, except for like maybe the Fang Spitter and the revolver. And then another kind of minor combat issue is you don't really have, this is a very Quake arsenal, but you don't have a good spammable, kind of reliable close range weapon. The super shotgun feels really good in this game, or just the shotgun, because there's no other kind of shotgun. But at the same time, it has such a slow reload speed that it's kind of hard to use it, especially against like really weak fodder enemies. It's kind of rough using that because it's just like, maybe you kill 1-2 at a time, but it just takes so long to reload that thing. I did see a mod called, it was like Unwrath Aeon of Fun, that kind of like is a balance overhaul mod that changes a lot of that stuff. In terms of like it makes the shotgun shoot faster. I think the Fang Spitter does a little bit more damage. I think enemies overall are like do a little bit more damage. Just another thing is like the enemies are kind of, I mean, I'm playing on normal, but I think in like any difficulty the enemies aren't too strong. So it kind of increases enemy damage a little bit. And it just overall kind of aims to make the weapons like more useful. And especially out to those like really long ranges. Because I think like the Fang Spitter gets a buff. Because the Fang Spitter, like, that's another thing with this game, is like your ammo capacity is pretty low on these guns. So it's like the Fang Spitter, you would think like, well, that's your kind of all-purpose like kill gun, right? Because you get a lot of ammo. Like certain enemies will drop like fangs for you to pick up, but you really just don't get a lot for the Fang Spitter. It's hard to main. I mean, in the same way that like the nail gun in Quake is difficult to main that weapon, right? So yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of like combat and sort of moment-to-moment gameplay issues with this game. We're gonna keep playing through it though. I'm gonna finish it. I did look up and see that there are a total of... Did I get the thing out here? No, I'll have to re-get the secret out here. I did look up and see that there are a total of 15 maps in this game. Fall down here. 16 or 15 maps in the game total. There's 3 hub areas. That's why I was like super confused when I was first playing this. I wasn't sure if that first hub was all there was or not, because that first hub was really the only area that I knew about, just from like looking at some of the early access stuff. I didn't know if there was more than just that. Let's grab this down here. We have this one. Okay. Anyways, let's try over here. The Crystal Dunes. Again, the visuals are just so impressive. I kind of talked about this last time. I almost wonder how this game would play with, like, just Quake enemies. Oh, look at this. The Void Grenade. Create a small black hole. Well, that's kind of interesting. Right. Haven't seen one of those yet. Yeah, just look how big these areas are. I mean, I guess there's no combat out here, but it's just like... Oh my god, that's a long way down. Oh hey, some goodies up here. Alright, looks like we are going down. All the way down. Like, it's so impressive, like, in scale and scope, but it's just like, you know, if you're making a game that's basically Quake, and you're not really doing much to change up the combat, then... I have to be mindful of this sort of stuff. At some point I might play the mod that kind of changes. Like, dude, look how far away this enemy is. That's crazy. He's like literally across the map. I don't know. It's so silly. Let's head over here. I do like this mechanic here. The flying mechanic is pretty cool. There seems to be another secret over here. Maybe just some health. Oh, that was close. Oh, I think we just, yeah, we're going to have to go back. Let's see if we can. Like, this is a really good example of, like, an area that really could have used, like, I don't know why there aren't more combat encounters here. Maybe there will be later, but I feel like right now, like, as I kind of come up to here, there should have been, like, a couple of guys waiting for me to fight, you know? And when I come up to here, there should be a couple of guys. Maybe the flight rune or whatever, this little gate that allows you to fly, maybe it doesn't turn on until I kill the enemies or something, right? You could have, like, little combat encounters up there, but it's just... Maybe there's a secret up in that cave there. I have enough flight suits to even get in there. Enough flight suit. Not like I'm putting like a jetpack or something. Another flight time, I should say. No, I definitely wouldn't have enough time. There doesn't seem to really be anything back there anyways. It seems like a dead end. This is locked, right? Yeah. The blue key. fly over this way. Yeah, I just... Oh, and there's nothing out here. Oh, like... See what I'm saying? It's like, why are the enemies spawning over there now? Why aren't they spawning in here? Why isn't there, like, a gate that comes down, and then you kind of fight in this area with these pillars here? Like... I just don't understand, man. Like, people who worked on Arcane Dimensions worked on this. I just, like, don't know what happened. It's like, really frustrating, because this game's come so close to being, like, really, really good. Really enjoyable, but it's just like... I was gonna say, can you reload fields? Or can you, like, cancel the animation by switching weapons? Yeah, it's like so goofy to like, it's like now we spawn them. Fly back over here. Oh wait, I have to fly up to that waterfall. That's another thing I learned is apparently this wrist blade is like ridiculously powerful. Like this wrist blade can one-shot those kind of cackle demon looking guys. I got the other one. Ah, so close. Oh, kinda... There we go. That works. Jank, but... So usually in games when you have like invisible enemies, they usually have like a bit of a shimmer to them. I wonder if that's like an engine limitation thing or a design thing. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, it's like the Predator, right? The Predator has like that little shimmer, you can kind of see him. But those guys are just like, those spider enemies are completely invisible, which is kind of interesting. That was pretty cool. Down here. Yeah, another complaint I did see people making about this game was the lack of ammo at times. Switch that's something I definitely feel in some of these levels. You'll definitely go from like stocked up to, you know, no ammo very quickly. Oh, I get to use the blade to get over there. Yeah, a little awkward. Some of the platforming with the wrist blade is a really cool, like, kind of lunge attack movement thing on, like, flat ground, but trying to, like, maneuver with any kind of precision with it is a little, difficult. I find it to be a little difficult. Fish there. Still really don't like that you have to like manually push buttons. I'm curious as to why they made that design decision. Because in Quake, obviously, you can just kind of run up and like physically press a button, and that was kind of a deliberate decision by, I want to say, John Carmack. Wanted that like physical kind of interaction because, you know, obviously the game was, you know, in 3D. It was very novel. Like physically hit a button, even if the buttons were like comically large, it was still like a cool thing. But here we're kind of just going back to running up and pressing, you know, E or whatever on buttons. Kind of don't care for it. I missed that. Yeah. Secret. Fall down there. This might be the intended way. Yeah, another thing that Rebalance mod does is it makes the this kind of goo launcher thing. It makes it a much faster projectile. It shoots a lot further as well. Because I don't really understand this weapon's purpose. It doesn't have like an AoE splash damage. It's just sort of a like a single target weapon, but it still has kind of like an arc, kind of like a grenade launcher, which is a little bit weird. It obviously doesn't arc as hard as a grenade launcher, I would say, but it does go a little bit further, but I would argue not far enough. Apparently just cannot hit any of my rail shots. Health back. How many secrets are in this level? 17. This section is really good for kind of highlight when I'm talking about like ebb and flow of combat. It just feels like there's just enemies all over the place from across the map kind of attacking me. You're not going from like there's just no downtime. It's just like a constant string of enemies. How many? There's only 250 enemies in this level. It's actually not too bad compared to some of the other levels that I've played. Or that's quite a few compared to some of the other levels, I should say. Check out what's down here. There's a secret back here I want to grab. There we go. There we go. Just a red key. This is gonna be kind of stupid. Oh, that worked pretty well. Damn, this little wrist blade thing does a lot of damage. Do it. Ah, fuck. Check out what's over here while we're down. This level. Didn't mean to do that. Off these guys. 100 miles away shooting at me. I really just don't have much more to say about this game. I think everyone kind of... I feel like most people are maybe on the perhaps the same page now. Like after reading some reviews and stuff, it just seems like everyone kind of has the same take that I came to. It's just like... It should be a much better game than it is. It just needs some... Perhaps it just needs some balance changes to it. I'm really curious to try this mod. I don't want to like stop my playthrough and then just kind of like do the mod. I'd rather kind of have that be its own thing. Just because I'd prefer to get like the true kind of vanilla experience the first go through, and then try the. Where'd this guy go? Again, I really hate to keep highlighting this, but this is kind of what I'm talking about. It's like, this room seemed like it was maybe designed to be a combat counter, but I kind of was just like walking around for a little while, and then they just started showing up out of nowhere. Like, not in a very, how do I explain it? Not in like a very, It didn't seem like this room should have been, like, I kind of came in here, it's like, okay, so you have this kind of big area here, you have some pillars you can dance around. This seems like it would be a good room for a combat encounter, but it, like, wasn't executed super well. It almost seemed like it was on a delay of some sort. Oh, let's just check out what's back here. Like, I was just fighting those invisible guys, and then all of a sudden a bunch of, like, a couple other guys showed up, but it was, like, I think the timing was off is what I'm trying to get at. Of those enemies coming out and attacking. I guess we just jump across from up here. There we go. There we go. Get that guy working for me. Not anymore. That was kind of a... I think that's also a complaint that I saw that I've kind of been echoing a whole lot, is that the... I think this game, like this... So apparently there's 15 monsters total in this game. I think Quake only has like 12 monsters, but despite this game having like more monsters than Quake, the roster just feels so limited. And I think it just comes down to like the enemies all just being ranged based. There's just so many ranged enemies in this game. I mean, it technically has the same amount of melee enemies as like Quake does, because Quake is like, you know, the Knights, the Death Knights, and I guess like the Shamblers to an extent. No, Fiends. So that's three and a half maybe. It depends on how you count the Shamblers, but this game has 2 melee enemies, and it just never seems to use them. I'm just kind of always fighting enemies at like super long range. Quick save here. Let's do this level. Getting back here. Well, I have not seen one of these yet. Let's take a look around this area first. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I like that. Interesting. So there's like, we're kind of doing like a Zelda Light World, Dark World thing here. Pretty neat. This level's feeling a lot better than the last one. It feels much more challenge constructive. I guess this game technically has 3 melee enemies. It has those spiders. Except like you can't really see them until they like appear in front of you. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the way this level is kind of built, I feel like is a lot better than some of the previous maps. I kind of wonder in the development of this game if kind of, because I know there's a lot of mappers who worked on this game. I wonder if kind of each person had like reign over their own map. And it was just like, all right, you're gonna take this map and you can just do whatever you want. Like there's like a lack of kind of consistency. where we started. So we'll go this way. Clear these guys out first. You know the enemies that kind of run at you with like the fangs out or whatever, they remind me of those, Dusk has very similar things to that. Reminds me of like the, I don't know what they're called, the enemies from Dusk that have like the big eyes and they're like the giant stretched out mouth, are kind of creepy. Creepy looking. These guys have a great death sound. A lot of these grenades, Jesus. Yeah, this is definitely the best level I've played so far. There's a level in episode 1 too that had a very similar feel to this one. I'm kind of curious if they were made by the same author. I think knowing how much damage this blade does, fuck. I'm dead. I don't think I can. Okay. I know this was a bottomless pit. I don't know how far back this is gonna take me if I die. I kind of just, yeah, here it is. I don't care. Oh, it's like reflects projectile. It's kind of interesting. Shield. Yeah, I always forget to use like the save system in this game just because it's kind of so I guess weird. Oh boy, this is gonna suck. Yeah, I'd kind of much prefer just a more traditional safe. I mean, I guess like turning the thing off, you kind of get that. That is a lot of enemies. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot I have this this like lightning gun. I think this like chains to other enemies too, yeah. Completely forgot about that. Come here, buddy. What I was saying earlier is I think the knowing how much damage this blade does, some of the equipment, like the life siphon, makes a little more sense. I assume the game kind of wants you to use the stab attack with the blade a lot more. Have to do the stab attack with a life siphon. Good bit of health, sustainability. You know, kind of just one-shotting things. There we go. Oh, well. Is this thing gonna come back down, or a switch I can hit? There we go. This is a cool level, though. This is probably one of the better levels I've played yet. It feels that's a pretty cool effect up there. It felt like a Quake level. It felt like a really solid Quake level with a you know, you kind of have the hub area that you kind of keep going back to. Actually, it had a very similar layout to the level I liked in episode 1. It's the one with it's kind of like the greenhouse with the big tree in the middle that you kind of keep coming back to the tree. That level was very similar to that one. So that one you just kind of kept coming back to that that central area. So I wonder if that was made by the same author. There we go. All right, more. I don't know if I've done this one yet. This is the first one I did. Try this one. See if I've been here yet. No, this one's new. I mean, 16. Wow, 527. Okay. That's interesting. To a bit of a slow start here. This is a cool room. Slime coming down, like that. I one-shot this guy. No, you could one-shot these guys. Oh, you can destroy these things. It's pretty cool. Still really love the little destructible bits in this game. Something I really enjoyed about Arcane Dimensions as well. This level also, so far, is kind of giving me very strong vibes like a big Quake map. I'll have to jump up there and grab. What is that? Another one of those void grenades. I'll have to try that out at some point. Fangs. Little platforming sections like that are a lot of fun. Make like good use of the blade. More LG ammo. Let's go back this way first. See if I miss anything. No, it's not very helpful. Good reminder to quick save though. I think it's a shortcut back up. Break these things too? No. All these guys just like 100 miles away. Oh shit. Oh, no. You really do get the spotter enemies in this game. Super frustrating to deal with. Not because they're like actually difficult to fight, but it's just like you have a guy like a mile away just shooting little like plasma balls or whatever at you. Just annoying. Like that. Right way. Let's go back to the save area here. Oh, this is just like a dead end. Kind of a random encounter there. So I think this is where we're supposed to be going. No, I've been here already. Found one secret. I'm kind of tempted to use the this thing, just to see where all the secrets are. I do like this item. I think this item is pretty cool. Oh, now I'm really lost. Fuck. Going this way. Up here. Out in this area. This took us down. Dark armor shard, sure, why not? Something I kind of like about this level is it's a little more stingy on health as opposed to ammo, which I feel like is how it should be. Ah, fuck. Oh, that's gonna take us a way back, isn't it? Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, this level seems much more stingy on the health, which I kind of don't mind. I think that kind of like makes the game, like it makes a lot of these like inventory items worth it. It makes them feel pretty useful, as opposed to not at all. I know where we're at, roughly. I'd much rather have the game be stingy on the health than the ammo. Having not a lot of health in these levels kind of just perhaps adds a bit of an extra challenge, whereas not having ammo is what just came to play the game. So I kind of like that. I think that wasn't the first time I died in any of these levels. Wow, I just missed all of those. That was weird. I was kind of dead. regular helmet down here. Come back to that secret in a second when I get more use out of this life siphon. Alright, let's go back to the secret. Yeah. Let's go back, clean up some of this ammo over here. Grab this secret. These guys, I kind of want to get a lateral on these guys. They're not. Put it back up. These. I can find some water on these. There we go. That kind of works. I don't know where that spider thing's at. Yeah, I was hoping these guys would, like, back up a little bit. I think that's another thing, is, like, a lot of these enemies don't seem to ever push towards you. That's something else I'm kind of noticing, is, like, even in Quake, ogres kind of want to move towards you, if they can. It seems like. Like, if you're ever out of their line of sight, they kind of start marching your way. And I guess these guys kind of sort of do as well. I don't know. It feels like they waddle around a little more than, like, the Quake monsters do. The Quake monsters always want to beeline it, like, directly towards you. I think that second rail shot missed that guy. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Which one is the... This is the... I think we're going way back. Yeah, I don't even know where we're at. Oh, we're here. Okay. Oh, wait. No, where's here? Oh, yeah, we're going way back. I haven't saved since then. We're gonna just... Oh, no, we're gonna die. Alright. That's fine. Oh. This is definitely tougher than most of the levels. They're definitely throwing these, it's like these molten guys do a lot of damage to you. This level is, more, like I said, more stingy with the armor and stuff. Anything useful here I could use? They got every angle covered. I don't like how a lot of these enemies seem to explode and do damage on death. I feel like that's kind of unnecessary, especially if you're trying to like incentivize players to use the little wrist blade to like finish enemies off or just to kill them in general. Let's quick save here. It feels really goofy to then also do a bunch of damage to the player if they decide to use the wrist blade. Another thing is, like, they only sometimes do damage on death. Like, other times they just don't do anything. They just die. It seems to be like when you, like, only certain death animations will do, like, damage to you. And other times they just don't do anything. Killed both of them. You. Grab the ammo. Oh, there's the key down there. Let's go check the top though real fast. Oh, this just loops you back around. Hey, credit where credit's due. This is actually like the first challenging level I've come across in this game so far. Everything else has kind of just been whatever. How far are we in this? Oh my god, we still have fucking... Oh, we have a lot of monsters to kill. Jesus. Grab that. Probably not as many as it seems. I'm sure a lot of them are just like hordes of zombies or whatever, right? So it came from that door. All these other ways are locked, it seems like. Go back this way. Gotta go this. I guess we gotta go right here. Okay. These areas are a little dark. I feel like this area should be a little more lit up with these like candles. It's like whoever made this room just kind of put like a soft white light over here when they should have put like a maybe like a warmer kind of orange light throughout. Just like a small one I noticed. I don't know. Wait, what? Is he in the way? Oh, I gotta go. Go down. Okay. Yeah, this little area here is like pitch black. This is kind of more what I'm talking about. See how like this area has like the bonfire in the middle, and it has like nice warm orange lighting. I think it's nice. Bother with these guys, but another one of those. Yeah, I kind of like this design a lot more with limited health. I think if every level was kind of designed with more limited health in mind, The save system in this game would probably make a little more sense. But like up until now, every level I've just kind of been able to brute force and not really have to worry about health or whatever. I can kind of just keep like pushing forward. This is the first level where like health has actually been kind of tight. Probably use the rocket launcher a little bit more. Rocket launcher feels really bad in this game. I don't like how it's an alt fire. Like relegating the rocket launcher to an alt fire attack feels like sacrilege almost. I'm not a fan of it. Also eats up a lot of ammo. It's like 5 per shot. So you get like what, 20 shots I think with it. Oh shit, that hurt. That was one thing that the balance mod that I was looking at changed. It made the rocket a lot stronger. It's like a 20% damage increase or something. Yeah, it does feel kind of flimsy. Oh, wait, am I going the wrong? Am I going the right way? Yeah, it is the right way. That was one of those keys over there. I don't know how the hell I'd get that though. So maybe jump off the top of that. Oh, you know what? I bet if I... There we go. A little crouch jump. I always forget the crouch is even in this game. Crouch is very much not like a thing I associate with Quake. Crouch has always been like a... I know it's like a weird thing to say, but I always think of it more as like a Half-Life thing. Ah, I was stupid. Just kind of hit the wrong button there. Save here. kill that guy. It's crazy. Yeah, the rocket in this game does not feel great. There's not a lot of AoE damage in this game, which kind of sucks. Like, it's no good. It's like the rocket's kind of it. I mean, I guess like the lightning gun has like a chain effect. But it doesn't seem like too useful. Usually the first enemy in the chain kind of dies. Way quicker than any of the other ones. That poor guy out of his misery. It feels okay against some of the fodder enemies, but like any of the higher tier enemies, they feel too tanky for the rocket launcher, which is unfortunate. Full on those orbs still. Some more crystals for the LG. I do think that the crystal gun is really cool. Crystallizer or whatever. It's a very good weapon. I mean, I'd probably say like the crystallizer and the super shotty are probably my two favorite weapons in this game. The crystallizer really should just do the crystallizing shit. That should have been like this game's railgun. Something interesting. It feels like there should have been like a combat encounter out here or something. Behind here? No. You know, something else I've noticed in this game is the AI pathing is very wonky, let's say, at times. Enemies just kind of do like weird shit. Hoping these gates would have opened. I wanted wanted to get whatever was in that chest down there, but I don't know how to open these gates. I'm sure there's like a switch or something somewhere I'm missing. Don't spend too long with this. I was thinking maybe once all the enemies were dead, those would open, but I guess not. It's alright. Yeah, I've like this level's like Monster Town is very much padded out by zombies. There's so many zombies in this level. There we go. I guess that's kind of the trade-off, right? This game has a more satisfying to use super shotgun than Quake, but Quake has a no rocket launcher. It really is just like the best feeling rocket launcher of all time, at least I think. Oh shit. There we go. Shot here. Grab that. Probably quick save again. In case we die. Alright, I don't really care about that. We'll just keep moving on. I think that's just like a piece of dark armor up over there. Oh, a bunch of crystal ammo out here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be some shit, isn't it? These guys are fighting for me. I guess I can't because that guy was like preventing all the other bombs. I was hoping he could like help me throughout this entire encounter, but hey, that's alright. Grab the ammo back here for my LG. How many enemies? Missed about 100 enemies. Oh boy, that was a long one. That was probably the longest level I've played yet. That was a pretty good level though. I actually really enjoy the change of pace there. That was like a big jump in difficulty. There was way less health pickups in that level than any of the other ones. Like way less health pickups, which I do not mind. I think that's a okay. Turn to shrine. Oh no! Oh shit! Okay, that's wow. Okay, well. I don't know where this is actually going to return me to. Soul Tether, Shrine. Okay, so autosave. I think it autosaved when I came back. Yeah, okay, so we're good. Yeah, I don't like the save system. I think the save system in this game is stupid. One of the things I've been seeing a lot is that they give you a lot of the quick save things. Like, assuming you even need them, because like I said, up until this level, I really haven't died a whole lot. I think like this level was some of my first deaths in this game. But I still have like 41 of these things. And I've seen some reviews saying that they had a lot of them by the end of the game as well. I think they actually toned down the amount that they gave you. They really should just... I mean, yeah, you could just, you know, I know I have like the unlimited saves feature turned on or whatever, but like this game should have just had a normal save system. I don't think the save system maybe adds a whole lot. I think my original thing was like if this game was more like exploration based, like more of like a Metroidvania, it would make sense. But as it stands, where it's just kind of a linear boomer shooter, it's just. Or even if the levels were more kind of like the one we just played, where it's, you know, it's very stingent with the health. That would be okay too, maybe. Going for like a really, like, kind of, you know, limited health options. I would actually be okay with that. That'd be kind of interesting if the health options were a lot more limited in this game. Because, yeah, every level I've kind of just been flying through without any issues, because there's just been so many, like, health pickups. And then even when I run out of health pickups, it's like I have 6 life siphons, right? So it's just not been a problem for me. But I could definitely see a situation where, or not see a situation, but like in that previous map there, where, like, you have very limited health. I think this game changes quite a bit, and you actually have to kind of make use of the items a little bit more. I think the save system makes a little bit more sense. So yeah, I mean that's just like another like kind of level design thing that's like that, and like the combat encounters are still pretty rough. I don't think they're updating this game. I think a lot of the people who like came to work on it were Quake mappers who were kind of just contracted to do so. I don't think they're like employees. My understanding of this game is that it was developed originally by like 2 guys, by like Kill Pixel Games, which is just like some dude and his friend. And then I think they departed like midway through. Because they were having disputes with management, and then a bunch of like Quake people in like the Quake mapping community were kind of brought on as contractors to finish the game. So I would like it if somebody one day kind of took a look at this game and kind of like reworked it into something else, because I really do think there is something here. You know, the maps are really good. Like visually the game is really good. All the sounds are nice, the models are nice. Everything in like the art and visuals department is top notch. It's really just like the actual kind of gameplay design, the way the weapons are balanced, how the enemies, you know, how the enemies are used in the encounters and whatnot. It's just a lot of that. And I honestly think that like if somebody kind of came back in who was, you know, maybe had more time and was a little more passionate, they could sort of move things around. Because I think it's one of those things. I think like all the pieces of the puzzle are here. I think somebody just needs to put them together. You know, maybe making the game just for like the sake of simplicity, making it more linear. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Just kind of smoothing out the levels and the way you kind of progress through them. You know, because one thing that I did learn is that like the way, so there actually apparently is like, apparently there are different enemy spawns based on what levels you play first. Which I did not know. I assumed they were always the same, but apparently they are different depending on the order that you play these maps in. And I think that's not, like, that's kind of just unnecessary, if that makes any sense. Like, it doesn't add anything to the game to be able to play these maps in any order you want to. I think the game could have gone about it in two ways. Maybe make the blade a really big part of the game. Make it so like you get health on hit, and maybe add in like upgrades to the blade as you play the game or something like that. I also do think there needs to be like a quick stab button. So like if I have my shotgun out, I could just like instantly stab with the blade and I don't have to like switch to my melee weapon. I think that would be pretty helpful. But yeah, making the blade a bigger part of the game, and then having it play similar to a Quake, like Arcane Dimensions, where like every level you're going in with a fresh start, with just the pistol, the revolver, and your blade, and then you kind of collect the weapons throughout the level, and you just have like a much faster weapon progression. Maybe some levels you'd start out with the Fang Spitter and like a super shotgun, and then you would kind of have to get the others. But these levels are so big, and they're massive in size, and they have like 500 enemies. Like you could easily start the player with the pistol and a melee weapon at the start of each level and get away with it. Or you go the other way and you make the game linear, and you could either do this in one of two ways. You either have it just be a straight path, as in you play the levels in the order that they decide, or maybe you do maybe the player can kind of decide, like, okay, do you want to play level A or B? Like, so, you know what I mean? Like you do the levels in sets, if that makes any sense. So it's like you have level 1 and 2, and those are a pair, and the player can pick between them, and then 3 and 4 are a pair, and the player can pick between those. This way you can kind of balance the levels, like, knowing that the player has, you can kind of know what arsenal they're going to have and how much they've seen and whatnot. So it's controlled in some way. But yeah, I think just getting rid of the non-linearity would help a lot in that, and the encounter design, because it kind of I kind of understand now, like if you had to create encounters based on, like, okay, well, what levels has the player played before this, and it ends up being like you have to have like 20 different like combinations of like enemies per level. It ends up just being too much. I think they should have scaled back on that, but and I don't know. Maybe someday somebody will come around and kind of mod this, not just like a loose balance mod, but just like kind of a complete game overhaul. Using the assets, the sound, the visuals, the level layouts, all that, because all that stuff is fine, but you just kind of come in and like redo where the monsters are going to spawn, redo some of the weapon balancing. Remove maybe the linearity, the non-linearity, make it a little more linear, so it's easier to kind of balance out and make interesting combat encounters, and then and just kind of do that. But I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop here. This is a good point. We got one more map to play out. Got one more level to play out. And then we're going to do a boss, and then we're moving on to the next hub. So, anyways, this has been quite the experience. It's been interesting to see kind of how this game, after kind of knowing about it for so long, how it came out. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching. Take care. GG's.